Hello besties, welcome to my YouTube channel. So my name is Esther. I am the videographer, editor and publisher on Esther's Bucket List. So I am from Namibia and I've been living in the UK for the past almost 2 years now. So I want to tell you a bit about my relocation process to the UK, but before I do that, allow me to please give a shout out to Cecilia Muteka. She is one of the subscribers who are always interacting with me in the comment section. You are appreciated, Cecilia, and I hope you're having a great day. So, and I also want to give a shout out to each and every one of you guys that has subscribed to this channel. And if you have not subscribed, I've noticed that many of my viewers have not subscribed. Please guys, just subscribe to the channel. You don't pay anything when you subscribe to the channel. All you need to have is like data to watch the videos. Please guys, subscribe and help me grow the channel, because the more the subscribers, obviously the more energy and courage I have to make videos. And I hope my videos have been helpful in one way or another. And obviously that is the aim of this channel. On this channel, we keep it real. I tell you things that I've gone through so that you guys who are also planning to move or to relocate to the UK, you know what you expect. And yeah, so without wasting more time, let's get into today's video. Right. Okay, so I am having a book in front of me because I want to tell you the amounts of money that I've spent throughout the whole process. Obviously, it will not be the same exact amounts because it's been long. I started this process in 2018 and I may not really remember the right amount of money, but it will also not be a very significant difference in the amount. Okay, so before I begin, I just want to bring to attention that I'm not going to say the amount in pounds, but if you have interest in finding out how much pounds I've spent, for example, 1 pound equates to roughly 18 Namibian dollars to 22.50 Namibian dollars. So that is the range, okay? So we all know, if you have gone through this process or are busy going through this process, you know how costly it can get, especially if you have to do English tests over and over again, which was my case. I did English tests like I think 7 times. Don't laugh, don't judge, don't laugh. I'm here for you guys. I'm here for you guys. So don't judge and don't laugh at me. So the aim is just to prepare you guys to know what you will expect, because as for me, nobody was there to guide me or tell me what should happen, what they went through and all that. So consider yourself lucky. Consider yourself lucky, guys, if you are going through this process. All right, okay. I started this journey, the UK process, in 2018. I remember very well. I spoke about it in one of my previous videos where I said I did my first CBT. That is a computer-based test. It's a competency test. I did that first in Cape Town, okay? And I got my results on New Year, and I could not celebrate New Year because I had failed that test. All right, so that test costed 83 pounds. So that is roughly 1,800 Namibian dollars. Okay, so this video is all about money. We're talking money here, guys. We're talking money, and at the end, watch until the end and you'll be surprised how much money I lost, or I used. No, let me not say lost. How much money I used in this process to be here today. Okay, so yes, December 2018, I traveled to Cape Town. I took a bus, and I would say roughly I paid a bus 750 from Windhoek to Cape Town. So a return ticket was 1,500, right? So the test, the CBT, was 83 pounds, so that is 1,800. And then I added 1,400 for the bus, the transport from Windhoek to Cape Town. And then I would add food and accommodation. I remember very well, I sleep in hostels, guys. You know those hostels with bunk beds? I sleep there. I cannot be bothered. Me, I sleep in hostels, my friend. That is why if you follow me very well, when I travel alone by myself, I sleep in a hostel. Because I don't understand why I must go and spend all the money like in a hotel and all that. It's just me, guys. It's just me. So that was the first money I spent on this journey. So that is the CBT test, the computer-based test of competence in Cape Town. So that costed roughly around 3,200. Okay, the test itself and the transport, accommodation, and food, 3,200. Right? Okay. Remember, I told you I did not pass that test, so I had to go back to Cape Town. I decided, well, I have to go back to Cape Town to do this test as soon as possible before I forget whatever I have studied, because I don't want to go and start all over, to study all over again, like, So I went back in January 2019. I almost spent the same amount. The test still costed like 83 pounds, but this time around I didn't take a bus. I took a flight. The flight was 3,400. I remember very, very well. So the flight was around 3,400. It's a return ticket from Windhoek to Cape Town International Airport. And then accommodation, like I said, I sleep in hostels. So roughly accommodation and food was just 1,000 Namibian dollars. And that is roughly around 50 pounds. Okay. I'm not going to be converting money here. I'm going to speak in Namibian dollars. Yeah, please, if you want to convert, I already told you that 1 pound equates to roughly 18 to 22.50. Okay. So the second time I traveled to Cape Town, I spent around 6,200 Namibian dollars. That is the test, the flight, the accommodation, and food. I always spend less money in accommodation, guys, because I don't sleep in hotels when I travel alone, especially when I'm going to do a test. Really, I don't mind. Okay, this time around I passed my CBT, so the CBT is out of the way. Remember, I once advised you not to do your CBT first, because if it expires before passing your English, then you have to do the CBT all over again, which was my case. I had to do CBT 3 times. 3 times, guys. Because the first time I did it, I failed. I did the second time, I passed, and then I did not do English. And then CBT lasted for 2 years. It got expired before I passed my English, right? Are you following? Okay, let's move on, guys. So I passed the second CBT, right? That is a test of competence. It's a requirement for you to register as a nurse in the NMC, Nursing and Midwifery Council of the UK. Okay, so that was not even supposed to be step number 1, but I did that anyways because I told you I did not have anyone to guide me, guys. Okay, right. And then, so let's move on to IELTS, the English test now. Okay, so I had to now start doing my English tests. Okay, so the good thing is that luckily there was English test done in Namibia, which is IELTS. So I decided to register for my first IELTS, but that time I was living in the northern part of Namibia, and the English test is done in Windhoek. Windhoek is the capital city, and it's in the center of Namibia. So that means I had to travel from the north to Windhoek for the test. So the IELTS test, that is English test, costed 3,900 Namibian dollars that time. That was 2019. Okay, I would always add transport, food, and accommodation. Of course, this is in Namibia, and didn't cost much. So roughly, food, accommodation, and transport, I roughly said 2,000. Okay, just because I also love food. I know every time I travel, I eat a lot. So roughly, that test itself with all its baggage costed me 5,900. Okay, right. I did not pass the first English attempt. Okay, I had to go back. I'm not going to give you dates because it's too much. The video will be too long. And then I did the second IELTS test. I don't remember when, but I paid again roughly 5,900 because I was still in the north. I had to travel, so the test itself was 3,900. So again, I spent 5,900 Namibian dollars. Okay, I did not pass. I attempted again for the third time. The English test, it showed me what. Hey, okay. So third time around, test 3,900, accommodation, transport to Windhoek 5,900. Okay, I failed again. The fourth time I attempted IELTS test, it increased because it was after COVID. That was after COVID, and they increased the price of the test. It was now 4,900, and then I added, of course, 2,000 for accommodation, transport, and food. It came to 6,900 Namibian dollars. Yo. So again, I did not pass this test. So guys, you know, when you set your mind to something, when you decide to do something, you know, you just push through. The determination was just on another level. I have decided, guess what? Like, I've already lost all this money through doing IELTS, which I didn't pass. I moved on to OET. If you can relate, if you have tried to do this IELTS test, you will know what I'm talking about. You will not even think of judging me or what. You will know what I am referring to. This test. Anyways, let's move. Now, I decided, you know what? I am not going to do IELTS anymore. I'm moving on. I am going to do OET. Okay? OET is another English test, but it's occupation based. So it's occupation English test, right? IELTS, I decided, you know what? Maybe it's about time I tried to do another different test. So that is why I decided to do OET. That is occupational English test. All right. And that test is done in Cape Town. So that means I had to travel to Cape Town. Okay. So the first time I remember I went with my friend to Cape Town. I've made a video about this, my OET experience. I went with my friend. We took a bus, a Bailey bus. And of course, the test costed 8,600 Namibian dollars. It's paid in Australian dollars. I think it's 860 Australian dollars. I don't know. Please do the converting. And then we took a bus, of course. I remember very well the bus costed 1,400 a round trip from Windhoek to Cape Town and Cape Town to Windhoek. That just costed 1,400. And then plus the accommodation, again, we stayed in a hostel, a youth hostel, very, very clean place. So it roughly came to 11,500 Namibian dollars. I could be rich now if I had saved all that money, guys. So remember, I told you I did not pass this test. I did not pass the first OET attempt. I did not pass it. So I went back again. I paid 8,600 Namibian dollars. I took a bus again, and obviously accommodation and food again. So roughly again, I spent 11,500 Namibian dollars. I'm talking numbers, guys. I am talking numbers. Yes. So again, I did not pass the OET second attempt. So you know what? I was determined. With this process, I was determined, I'm telling you. It looks like with every salary I get, because I was working, of course, I had the budget for, this. I had the budget for this. Let's move on. So I decided to go for it again for the third time, my OET again for the third time. And that was in May 2021, okay? Of which again I spent 8,600 for the test itself. This time around I took a flight. I got tired. I got tired of sitting in that bus for like 24 hours. You know, driving from Windhoek to Cape Town. It's like Namibia to South Africa. Oh, yo. I'm like, no. I took a flight. And the flight costed something like 3,200 for a return ticket. Remember, I've already paid 8,600 for the test itself, and then now the flight. And then I will add accommodation and food. Accommodation, again, like I said, I sleep in dormitories. I sleep in backpackers. I am a backpacker. I'm a backpacker. Cannot be bothered. There's no way. I've already spent 8,000 for a test, and again I'm going to sleep in a hotel paying 500 a night, while I can pay for a bed in a dormitory and just pay 170. No, that can't be me. So I spent around 1,000 for food and accommodation. I think I spent there in Cape Town 3 nights or so. Can't remember properly, but I know that roughly I spent 12,800 Namibian dollars. All right. So this time around, I passed my OET. Yay, happy days. Ooh, I was like, yes. This is what I was looking for. Like, I passed the English test, and that is it. So now, remember, I passed my CBT, but it got expired, the test of competence. So I had to redo it again. But lucky enough, this test was now available in Namibia. You could now do it in Windhoek, so I did not travel to Cape Town anymore. So I did this test in June 2021. I mean, your time is going really fast. In 2021, I did the third CBT, and it costed 83 pounds. So remember, I lived in the northern part of Namibia, there by Omphia, if you guys know, Windhoek. So it costed roughly around 1,600 for accommodation and transport and food. So roughly that test, that whole thing, test, travel, accommodation, what, costed something like 2,300. Right. Now I have done CBT. I'm done with English test. Now I am left with NMC registration. That is the Nursing and Midwifery Council of the UK. For you to now complete the entire registration, you need to pay 120 pounds. Yes. So, and then I was done with the whole process. Now, let's get to the whole amount. You guys, you're gonna faint. You're gonna faint if I tell you how much I spent in this process. Guys, So, this is what I spent in this whole process of relocating to the UK. And this is roughly it's just a estimation, but yeah. I spent 72,100 Namibian dollars. You heard me. 72,100 Namibian dollars. For those that are not Namibians, you might not really understand how much that is. But if you are Namibian, you would know that with that money, I could have bought a car for myself. I could have built my house, like, a village house. Like I could have bought, 72,000 Namibian dollars. It's a lot of money. That roughly translates to 3,250 pounds, right? Yes, so that is the whole amount I've spent on this journey of relocating to the UK. Was it worth it? Was it? You tell me. Would you spend that? Would you do the tests over and over again? Would you guys? So the point here is that, guys, if you set your mind to something, if you want to do something, do it. Even if it involves money, how much money, whatever, just do it. Go for it. So like I said, I am here to motivate you. This channel is here to give you all the motivation you want. Woo! Oh yes. So there you have it, guys. That is the amount that I've spent on my UK journey. So if you have questions, comment down below, guys. Comment down below. And if you are that person that doesn't want to spend money, you need to use money to get money. Do you hear me? Do you guys hear me? Use money to get money. Okay? Till next time, it's a bye for now. I love you. Bye. See you later, guys.